I'm 29 male. Average guy. Construction project manager. Not flashy, not dramatic. Just kind of chill. Thought I was building a quiet, decent life. I was engaged to my girlfriend of 3 years. She was 27. We were supposed to get married this summer. My brother, he's 30, was the golden boy growing up. Charismatic, good-looking, could talk his way out of anything. We had our issues, but I always looked out for him. Got him a job once when he got laid off, helped him with rent when he was short, even let him crash on my couch when he needed space from an ex. So when he and my fiancée got close over the last year, I didn't think much of it. She said he made her laugh when I was too serious, and I brushed it off. Figured it was harmless. Anyway, I proposed a year ago. Big moment. Family cried. All smiles. We started planning the wedding together. It was stressful but exciting. We made a whole vibe out of it. Hiring a videographer, booking a venue, all that. One day, a couple months before the wedding, we were going through clips from our engagement shoot. The videographer had sent over raw footage for us to pick through. I was watching it casually, mostly skipping around. Then I paused. In one shot, the camera had stayed rolling while I stepped away to take a call. The mic was still on her. I wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't been scrubbing through slow. She was whispering something to my brother, who I didn't even realize was standing next to her. The audio was faint, but I could hear it. Barely. So I cleaned up the audio, took it into software, boosted levels, removed background, and there it was. Your brother knows how to satisfy me better. It didn't feel real. I played it 10 times. Sat there staring at the screen. Felt cold. Not even angry yet, just frozen. She cheated. With my brother. And said it out loud into the mic at our engagement shoot. I didn't confront her. Not right away. I didn't tell anyone. I just let it marinate. Thought about how long it could have been going on. Thought about the times I worked late or traveled for site visits. Thought about all the times she and my brother were laughing on the couch, texting each other memes, sharing inside jokes. The more I thought, the more stuff made sense. I quietly started digging. Looked through shared devices. Nothing illegal, just stuff left logged in. Found texts, pictures, dates that lined up with times I was out of town. One night, they'd even hooked up in our bed while I was gone for a work trip. And the worst part? They didn't even try to hide it that well. They got comfortable, arrogant. So I made a plan. I waited until the rehearsal dinner. All our family, friends, her parents, co-workers, bridesmaids, groomsmen, everyone was there. We had a slideshow planned, a sweet little video to play at the end. I offered to handle it. I replaced it with a clip. Not the whole video, just that short part. Boosted audio, clean cut. It played after a fade-in from a slide that said, "Sometimes the truth speaks for itself." Then her voice. "Your brother knows how to satisfy me better." Silence. People were frozen. My fiancée, well, ex now, looked like she'd been hit with a brick. My brother stood up like he was about to say something, but couldn't get a word out. I stood up, clapped once, and said, "Engagement's off. Dinner's still on, though eat up." Then I walked out. She chased after me, crying, shouting that it wasn't what it looked like, begging for a second to explain. I didn't stop walking. She tried calling, messaging, emailing, showing up to my place. Then her tune changed. Next thing I know, she's telling people I edited the video to frame her. Says it was taken out of context. Says it was a joke. A joke. Then I get a legal notice. She's trying to sue me. Claims emotional distress and defamation. Says I manipulated private footage to ruin her reputation. That's when I got a lawyer. Showed him everything. Original footage, editing files, device logs, her texts, timestamps. He laughed and said, "This won't stick, but we can counter." So I did. Filed a response. Denied everything. And countersued for defamation, legal fees, and emotional damages. Submitted everything into court. My lawyer was surgical with it. Laid it out like a timeline, clear as day. Meanwhile, my brother texts me out of nowhere. "You always had everything." She came to me because you're boring. I made her feel alive. I just forwarded it to my lawyer. We added it to the evidence packet. Proved this wasn't some misunderstanding. It was deliberate. Premeditated. She tried to get ahead of it. Reached out to people we knew, spun stories about how I was emotionally distant, how I made her feel alone, how I neglected her. I didn't even respond. I just kept collecting receipts. When the court date came, Her case was tossed in under 20 minutes. Judge said the footage was legal, accurate, and relevant. One-party consent laws in our state made it airtight. Then came my countersuit. I won. Judge ordered her and my brother to pay my legal fees and damages. Around $15,000 total. Not life-changing money, but satisfying. Her job found out. She worked for a nonprofit that dealt with relationship advocacy and empowerment. She got let go a week later. Quietly. My brother? He'd been dating someone new, some girl from his gym. She found out. Dumped him. Publicly. Made a whole post calling him manipulative and dishonest. It went kind of viral locally. His rep was shot. Lost job offers, got clowned online, even got into a bar fight when someone brought it up. He called me crying one night. Said I ruined his life. I said, no, you ruined mine. I just returned the favor. Click. Then, twist I didn't expect, her dad calls me. Wants to meet. We grab coffee. He sits down and tells me he knew. Not all the details, but he suspected she was messing around. Said he was ashamed, but her mom refused to believe it. He apologized. Said I handled it better than anyone could have. Then he pulls out a check. 10 grand. Says it's from him, not her. Wants to reimburse me for the money I lost. On the wedding, the video, the venue. Says I dodged a bullet. I slid it back to him. Told him I didn't want anything from that family again. Walked out feeling lighter than I'd felt in years. Now, I'm single. No wedding. But I sleep great. Sometimes people tell me I went too far. That I should have just walked away. But nah. Some people need to hear the consequences echo. She whispered betrayal. I made sure everyone heard it. And I'd do it again. And hey, if you like that little tale of sweet, quiet revenge, hit subscribe button. You never know when another idiot's gonna hand me the perfect mic.